Hello everyone, it is day 3 of Vlogmas. I haven't edited a single Vlogmas yet. It's funny because Shelby tweeted something. I thought it was really funny because I was like, this is exactly how I'm feeling today. I just responded to it with laugh cry faces. It was a quote tweet from someone named Crystal Perkins. I challenge you to stay consistent for the next 30 days, no matter how tired, no matter how frustrated. For 30 days straight, even on the weekends, I want you to give it your all, everything you have left to give. Let's see where we all are in 30 days from now. And Shelby was like, me trying to hype myself up for Vlogmas. And I was like, honestly, same, girl. I forced myself to sleep a ton, and I woke up and I was like, I'll probably feel really good, but I don't feel that great. I feel kind of sick and drained of energy and tired. And I'm very low in vitamin D, so maybe, I don't know, that's why I've been feeling more tired or sick. I've been taking my vitamins recently, hoping maybe taking those vitamins and like getting on the correct levels. That's kind of how I'm feeling today. I'm not feeling like super motivated, but I have so much stuff to do. Tasha's in the middle of finals, so she asked me if I would want to come do work with her today. I do need to get a lot of stuff done, so this is a good day for that. I'm gonna go meet her right now, but right now I'm just kind of feeling overwhelmed and like tired, and I don't want to do anything. I want to like go back and nap again because I'm tired, even though I slept for so long. But yeah, let's go. So I just drove. I typed in Verve, I don't know. This is like a very popular like coffee shop, but it's just like a little too trendy for me, so I don't go there that often. And so I typed it in, and then it took me to the one on Melrose instead of the Grove. So I'm like 10 minutes away now, but I just fully parked and went into the wrong coffee shop. And now I'm very late to meeting her. Okay, bye-bye. We were just talking and she pulls this out, and it's literally,
Let me explain the honey mustard. Let me explain it.
I asked her what it was, and she smelled it. She was like, it's honey mustard.
Whenever I go to like Chick-fil-A or something, I always get extra sauce packets because when I order it on my Postmates, they always forget the sauce. So then I have extra sauce, and I had left it in my bag.
Oh my god.
And so now I know it's exploded in here.
Here, I think I have hand wipes actually.
Oh my god.
I'm a mom. Your lucky day, look at that. It's funny because my mom put that in my bag because she's a mom. I'm honestly grossed out too. I can also kind of smell it now. Ugh. Look at the little chunks on top of it.
Somehow I didn't get on anything else.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so lucky. We have made our way to the Grove and to the Cheesecake Factory. Tasha has an essay due in like
a soft deadline of 6:30, but I still want to submit.
Yeah, it's very Christmassy here. Watch me drop my How's our experience? Yeah, it is. We hate ourselves now.
Why do we do that?
I don't know. I literally was like, I'm gonna hate myself after this, and we still did it. Okay guys, I'm now in the parking lot of the place where I go to yoga, and I really wasn't gonna go today because I was like, not sure if I'm feeling well, and maybe I should rest and do work, but I'm like actually addicted, so I'm going. Should be fun. Okay, right now we're with a neighbor, Katie, Kelsey, and Pooja. Everyone's here.
A temporary neighbor.
Should we do it for the lifetime or just this year? I'll just do this year.
Of what?
For my analytics.
Oh, I forgot we tried that.
88% female. And then I'll show you the ages right now.
88% female, so.
13 to 17 is 10%. 18 to 24 is 56.2%.
18 to 24.
25 to 34 is 21%. 35 to 44 is 6%.
Do you think
45 to 54 is 4.8%.
Do you think it's because they want to be your friend?
For me, I'd like to think.
Like someone
I'm
to
gonna
hang
keep.
out with?
I like to think it's because like I offer new ideas and it expands them in some way.
So like, what are the topics that you discuss that would
Like introvertism. Like a lot, it's a very misunderstood topic, and a lot of like people, if they're introverts, they like don't understand it because I didn't really understand it.
Or like, wait, you're saying introvert?
Yes. Yeah. So like I think if I explain it to people and I can relate, or they can relate to me, then that's like expanding them in a way, or like expanding their knowledge. Like that's why I listen to podcasts.
Before, honestly, at this point, I don't remember what my question was.
Yeah. I don't either.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny.
Did you have a question?
You really need a show.
Well, we're starting it right here. Called Vlogmas. Katie's like really, I'm like confused. I'm confused what you're confused about right now.
I don't even.
What are we talking about? Okay, hey guys. So it is now 10:30. It was really interesting, actually. It was an interesting night. So I went to yoga and then I came back and I was seriously gonna vlog this, but then the tensions were too high, so I didn't want to pull out my camera in. But it was interesting because I like went into park because this car was kind of like blocking my parking space, but there were two people standing outside their cars and I could see what was going on. There was a car parked this way in two spots that went this way, and she was behind like a ledge basically, and Pooja's car was right here, and I pulled behind Pooja's car just because the other car was blocking this way and they were in the other spot that she was like right there, and then Pooja's was right there, and so they were like too far out here, which is where I needed to cross to park in our other tandem spot. And so I could tell they were gonna talk to me right as I parked behind Pooja's car, and they're like, hey, obviously we're freaking stupid. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, they acknowledge their shortcomings, and so I was like automatically sympathetic with them. They were like, obviously we messed up and the management knows, and we're calling a tow truck and they're gonna tow it back a little bit. And I was just like, that's actually my roommate, I can call her right now. I called Pooja, and Pooja didn't really quite understand what was going on, so I was like, I'll just come down here and like you can see for yourself, because like I saw very clearly what was going on, and I was like, okay. And the girls were very apologetic. And so Pooja comes in and she's just like, can someone tell me what's going on? And then our security guard just yells at her, and he's very rude. And he's like, don't waste my time. And she's like, excuse me, like, you should not be talking to me like that. And she was like kind of standing up for herself, which I think is a great thing. We were just like a little flustered when we got back into our apartment, and then someone knocked on the door and it was this guy. It ended up being this guy, but we thought it was gonna be our security guard, but it was this guy who is apparently our neighbor that that Katie and Kelsey met earlier. So we were all just chatting. Wow, what was the point of that? Anyways, Tasha and I were at the Cheesecake Factory. Basically today was, I mean, I got some stuff done, but a bunch of like unhealthy spending and unhealthy eating. And we got this obscenely unhealthy meal that we shared, appetizer and entree at the Cheesecake Factory. And then I decided to go to yoga right after. It was very interesting because I've been really pretty much going to yoga every day. And today I did hot power fusion, which is just hot yoga, doing like different poses. And today it was one of the first times that I actually felt I was gonna pass out in a yoga class, which has not happened in like a very long time. So I think diet really does affect like how you perform in yoga. But I also got some poses that I've never gotten before or never even tried, mostly because my back is kind of still weak. But through doing yoga so often and like not doing the yoga sculpt class, that I think is what actually hurt my back. But I think it needed to happen for me to be able to like build a stronger back and core. Yeah, that was the first time that I just did not feel amazing, but it was also the first time that I got new poses and that I really like held some of the poses that I haven't been able to like really hold for a very long time. And I just am so happy because I think my back is really healing, and I'm pretty positive it's through yoga. And so I just basically cannot be an advocate enough, because that's the only thing that has really helped my back feel better, is just like doing yoga all the time. And I really feel like it's just like every time I go there it kind of gets sore or it hurts a little bit, but that's like strengthening my back every time. So I just wanted to point that out and just observe that it was very interesting how much my diet really affected how I performed. And I also wanted to address something that I've been meaning to address on my channel for a very long time, because simply I need to sneeze. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't address it, and I probably should have just done this on my main channel, but now that I've switched kind of like where I'm putting my content, it kind of looks like I'm putting this on a vlog channel to hide it, but it's really just like the direction that I decided to take my vlogs, which is on my main, or my vlog channel. It's crazy that I have to do like such a huge intro because it's such a touchy subject. I had posted a video about how I was vegetarian about 2 years ago, and I was vegetarian for about, I think, 2 years. And kind of recently, towards the end of when I stopped being in a relationship with my previous boyfriend, I started incorporating more meat into my diet, just because the first time my ex-boyfriend was like obsessed with this chicken place, and he was like, you just have to try it once even though you don't like eating meat, just because he was so passionate about it. And I was like, okay. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because the reason why I continued to like eat meat, even though I know like I had a very strong position on it when I talked about it, is actually like the idea. I think people are definitely going to disagree with me on this, and I do know that it's a controversial topic and like a touchy subject. So I acknowledge that a lot of people will not agree with me, but I'm just going to explain myself and just be more authentic with you guys and like not lie about my decisions or pretend to be someone that or something that I'm not. Honestly, it's like a cultural thing, I think. I'm half Korean. A lot of my favorite dishes, like my comfort foods growing up, were meat based. Like solongtang is one of my favorite Korean soups. I live 10 minutes from Koreatown, and so being able to go get Korean food is just like kind of a different level of comfort, and it takes you to a different place of happiness, I think. And so to be honest, like it's not worth it to me to lose out on my culture. Like my grandmother, who is Korean, only speaks Korean, and something that she does is like make food with meats, and if I reject like even some of the kimchis or whatever that she makes, or like just the soups that don't have like meat pieces in it or whatever they're based with or like have meat in them, and for me to reject that is honestly, and it may sound stupid for like vegetarians or like and I understand that there are trade-offs that happen with this, but I do like have some kind of things in my head that help with that. It just sounds like a big excuse, but I'm just telling you guys where I'm coming from and my thoughts currently. So in a way, to me, it's like not being able to share a culture that is just a part of me is one of the main reasons why I've continued eating meat, because I have like even Asian friends, and it's just like such an experience, like being able to eat out together and like sharing each other's like cultures by food. And so that's kind of my reasoning for why I eat meat. I'm trying to figure out kind of some things with my limitations on like what I should be eating. I feel like I'm like doing like an apology video. And yeah, I try to limit still because I think my stomach is not used to eating meat, but I have incorporated eating meat back into my diet for those reasons. I'm sure I'm probably forgetting some, but I just wanted to clear that up because that is something that I feel like I can't really address. I can't like show you guys like, oh, like me and Tasha today, this is like a horrible example of everything that I just said, but I don't do this like every day. We shared like this chicken like buffalo wrapped fried things, and it's like I felt like I needed to address this before I showed things, just because I don't want to be a hypocrite and just like out of nowhere don't like just, yeah, I want to be authentic and not be like sketchy in any way. So that's very much a long explanation, but I just wanted to be thorough about it and kind of explain my side and like my reasonings. And I think what is important is to help progress everyone to make like small changes, or you know, choose to like, you know, be educated and make small changes, because I think that's the way that we can attain steady progress. So that's kind of all I have to say today. I'm drinking coconut water, staying hydrated. Good night.